Hi, my name is Dr. St. Fleur, and I want to welcome you to Honors Chemistry. If you are watching this video, that means you've most likely have started going through the syllabus. And in this video, I'm going to give you sort of an overview of the class, tell you a little bit about me, the class structure. I have a message to parents, and then I'll go over what the materials are. So let's get started. Let's start off with a little bit about me. So this is my second year at TJ. I started working at TJ last year, and even though that was a very interesting / strange year, I had the fortunate opportunity to get to know quite a few students, and I'm very happy to be working at TJ. But prior to working at TJ, I taught for 5 years at Leadership Public School in Richmond, California, which is a public charter school in Richmond, California. So I do have some teaching experience as in addition to the 2 years I spent at TJ. So I'm called Dr. St. Fleur, and that's because I have a PhD in chemistry from Stony Brook, and here's an image of me from way back then in graduate school. So if I have a PhD in chemistry, that must mean I really love chemistry, right? Well, actually, I do. So let's talk about what chemistry is. Chemistry is the study of matter, and matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. So matter can be something super large, like the Earth, which is super large, is made up of matter. And also can be something super tiny, like a cell. That's super tiny, and that's made up of matter. And anything in between, like you are made up of matter. You have mass and you occupy space. So you are made up of matter, you matter. The other thing about chemistry is also known as the central science, and it's called the central science because it incorporates principles from physics, and then the theories that come out of chemistry are then applied to other fields like biology. So when you study chemistry, you usually get a little bit of physics and a little bit of bio as well. Now you may be wondering, why do I even need to take this? How does being successful in this course help me? And that can depend on what you're interested in and what you go for. But success in this course can help you for various reasons. Now let's look at a few. First off, if you're taking AP Chemistry, this is a prereq for AP Chemistry. So in order for you to be successful in AP Chemistry, you need to do well in this course. Also, for anyone who was interested in majoring in biology or chemistry in college, then you will have to take chemistry when you're in college. So you definitely want to do your best here. And finally, anyone interested in being a nurse or a doctor, or anything in the pre-med track, you have to take chemistry. The chemistry that you're learning here is the same type of chemistry you're going to be learning in college, just it's going to be a little bit more intense in college. So that's something to keep in mind. So what exactly do we learn in chemistry? There's all sorts of topics that we'll be covering in this class. And if you want, you can pause the video and take a look at these topics. And I remember when I was in high school, when I was taking chemistry, a few of these topics I really enjoyed. Like I really enjoyed learning about the periodic table. That was super fun for me. Chemical reactions, moles and stoichiometry, gas laws, and thermo were probably some of my favorites. But I pretty much loved them all, but those were the ones that I really enjoyed. All right, so now that you know what you're going to be covering, some topics that you're going to be covering in this class, what are some expectations? So in order for you to understand the expectations, I think it's important for you to understand what I value, which is sort of part of my teaching philosophy. So the main thing in this class is you're going to learn more than just the chemistry content. You're going to develop and strengthen scientific habits and skills such as collecting and analyzing data, performing research, expanding your scientific literacy, engaging in scientific communication, and practicing metacognition, which is sort of thinking about how you learn and responding to how you learn. Now, I believe the development of these skills will enable you to be a more informed member of society, and they're also essential tools for future success. So the key thing here is that it's not just about the content, it's about those other skills that you learn while you are learning the content. So how exactly do we learn? There are 3 ways that I think it's important that we learn. First is asking questions. So when we look at the schedule, you're going to see you're going to have a lot of support time, a lot of time to check in with me and ask questions. You're going to have time during asynchronous learning when we're all together. to ask questions of me and ask questions of your peers. And that's super important to ask questions. Second is we have to be willing to make mistakes, but also do our best to learn from them. So it's not just about making mistakes and moving on. You want to reflect on why you made that mistake and how you can sort of avoid it in the future. And that's all a part of that metacognition thing. And finally, most importantly, I want you to do your best. So I'm not trying to put a lot of stress on you or give you a lot of super duper work and to stress you out. No, but what I do expect for you is to do your best, and your best may look different from day to day. So if you understand what your best is, that's the most important place to start. And I'm going to be expecting your best from you as well. Now, we just covered a lot of material. So before we move forward and learning any more about the syllabus, I like to do a little CFU, or check for understanding, to sort of capture what we've learned so far. So the way that this will work is I'll read out the question, and if there are multiple choices, I'll read the choices out as well. And then I'm going to pause and give you a moment that if you want to read them yourself, you can pause the video, and then I'll reveal the answer. Okay? All right, first one. Which of the following is true about what you will learn in this class? A, you will only learn skills. B, you will only learn content. C, you will learn both content and skills. And D, you will learn neither content nor skills. All right, pause the video now. When you press play again, the answer will be revealed. Great, the answer is choice C. So you're going to learn both content and skills. So remember, both of those are important. All right, CFU 2. Which of the following is not a way that we learn in this class? Doing our best, asking questions, making and learning from our mistakes, giving up when things are hard. Great, the answer choice is D. So I want you to ask questions, I want you to do your best, I want you to make mistakes and learn from them, but I don't want you to give up. So if something is getting too difficult or challenging for you, please reach out. I try my best to support students in any way that I can. All right, so speaking of support, how exactly do I support the learning process? How do I do that in school here? So first of all, there are multiple student support hours, and we'll look at the schedule in a moment. But until then, I just want to explain to you what the support hours look like. First of all, there will be a drop-in time. So there'll be a time where I'm dedicated just to your class, and I'm saying, hey, if you have questions and you're in this class, you can drop in. That means you don't need to necessarily schedule it. There'll also be times where I'll use that time to invite students who need extra support. So if I'm noticing that you're struggling, I may invite you. Now, if that is the case, then I'm expecting you to attend those support sessions. If you can't, you need to communicate that with me that you're unable to do it. Finally, students can schedule additional support. So let's say, for example, I didn't invite you, you can't make it to the drop-in, but you're like, hey, I really need to get some help on this, then you just need to reach out and we'll schedule some time. Now, I just want to let you know that during those support hours, I will be around. I'm not going anywhere. However, sometimes I may have a meeting, or I may just be, taking care of bodily functions like using the restroom. And I don't want there to be a case where you just pop in and then you don't see me and think I'm not around. So that's why I have the support. So if you to schedule the support if you need to. And because remember, with the Google Meets, you can't get on the Google Meets unless I'm on the Google Meets. All right, how else do I support besides the student support hours? There's also the exit tickets, which are open notes, and you can resubmit. So if you don't get the score that you're expecting to get or you want to get the first time, you can resubmit it and you can use your notes. And that's resubmission option is really so that you can learn from your mistakes. However, what I will not accept is if you're just guessing. So if you're just like, oh, I'm just going to guess randomly and I'm not going to prepare myself for this exit ticket and because I know I'm going to resubmit it, well, that's not going to work. And the reason why that's not going to work is because you're not learning from your mistakes. So in those cases, if I think you're guessing, I'm going to override your grade. And finally, feedback is another way that I support you. So I expect I will be giving you feedback on what you are learning. But in addition, I will be asking you for feedback on how things are going. So if you're finding something is not working quite well for you, during that's an opportunity for you to let me know, and we'll readjust if I can. Now let's take a look at the weekly schedule. So this is a schedule that has been shared with you, and there's sort of broken up into two main parts. I guess three, because there's also Patriot Park in the middle, which you'll learn about outside of this video. But for us, the two main parts will be the synchronous learning, which are the block learning, like blocks 1, 2, 3, and 4, anywhere where you see block 1, 2, 3, and 4 in this light blue color here in the schedule, and the student support. So students are required to attend the synchronous instructions for all scheduled blocks, including on Wednesday, where you have sort of those half-hour-ish time slots. You're required to attend those. During the asynchronous instruction time, in addition to the support that we talked about earlier, the student support, you'll also be given 30 minutes of work during that asynchronous time. So expect about 30 minutes. All your assignments will be posted on Schoology, and weekly assignments are due within a week. So for example, if I assign something to you on Monday in block 2, then I would expect it the following Monday at 8:30. That means before school starts, so you're not doing it while you are in another person's class. All right, a few more check for understandings. Which of the following statements is false regarding work expectations? Students must attend all support hours. Students are required to attend synchronous instructions. Students should expect about 30 minutes of work during asynchronous instruction days, and assignments are posted in Schoology. Go ahead and pause the video now. When you press play again, the answer will be revealed. Great, the answer is A. So this is the one that's false. You do not have to attend all support hours, but you are welcome to attend when you need to, or I may invite you. CFU number 4. True or false? It's okay to guess most or all of the answers on the exit ticket because you can resubmit. Explain. So go ahead and pause the video now. When you press play again, the answer will be revealed. That is definitely false. So remember, the resubmission option is for you to learn from your mistake. So if you guess the answer, you're not learning. So you want to make sure you study the material, learn it first, try to learn it the best you can, take the exit ticket, and then use that to figure out what you don't know, and then restudy and then resubmit. All right, last CFU. Sam is struggling in class and needs extra support. Unfortunately, Sam cannot make it to the drop-in support for Sam's class. What should Sam do? Pause the video now, and when you press play again, the answer will be revealed. Sam should schedule some support hours. So during that asynchronous time, you can send me an email or a message via Schoology, or just check in with me and just let me know, hey, I can't make those times. Can we schedule some time during that asynchronous support? All right, now, finally, I want to give a quick message to parents. I know you all are wanting to support your child the best way you can, and in virtual learning that has sort of shifted and changed. But I just want to sort of give you a message about ways that you can support your child and sort of what I'm expecting for you to do. So first off, there is a syllabus signature form and survey, and it basically means that you've read the syllabus, so make sure you've read through the syllabus. And then there's a survey is for you to give me feedback or any information that can help me better support your child. So please fill that out. Secondly is to ask your child what they've learned either that day or that week, because research has shown when children talk to folks outside of school, like their friends and their families outside of school, it really reinforces their learning. Check grades in Schoology, so please make sure you check that. And that means when you're checking the grades, if you notice that they're slipping in any class, whether it's my class or another class, remind your child to attend the support hours when it's necessary. Finally, feel free to contact me with any questions or concerns. And you can do that either through my email, which this is my FCPS email, or message me through Schoology. And in Schoology, you'll see the little envelope icon, and that's how you can contact me to message me. Now, if you need to search my name, it's better if you search my name by my last name, which is S-T-F-L-E-U-R, St. Fleur. Finally, I just want to go over some quick materials. You will need for this class, of course, your Chromebook or some other device connected to the internet to complete work. You'll need a notebook, any style you want, composition or spiral. and of course something to write with. And I'm also wanting you all to get colored pencils so that for certain assignments I'll need you to color code. Now I'm expecting this by the second week of school. And if you have any questions or concerns about it, again, just let me know as soon as possible. You can do that via email, or even that survey. And finally, thank you. Thank you so much for watching this presentation. Have a quality day, folks.